people are afraid that they lost the game before they started. Hey everybody, my name is Nadége. I'm a sex scholar, best-selling author, and the founder of Pleasure Science, and today I'm going to talk about sex with Sara.
Hi everyone, I'm Sara Loverays. I am a live streamer and content creator in the adult industry, and I have a background in physical therapy.
Something that I'm really curious about with your experience is, do you find that people have a stronger preference towards girthier penises or longer penises?
That's a good question. And I think it ultimately comes down to the person that they're having sex with. Everyone's built differently. I know for me, a longer penis might reach that spot that makes me squirt easier, but it feels really nice to have girth, filling up the whole cavity. For me personally, it just depends. I think the experience of all is good. I do think the audience is also very interested, not in just the size, but how long they are, how thick they are. I mean, Girth Master himself is quite thick and has made a name for himself by his girth. So it's definitely something that people take interest to, but I don't think there's a definitive, this is the right size for everybody.
Something you said that I thought was really interesting, though, that reminded me of something, is that so many folks across the gender spectrum also love that feeling of being stuffed.
Yes.
And so I
Stuff me up.
And so I almost feel like a lot of folks either assume they will like girth because they like the stuffed feeling.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting too is, like, again, thinking of that anecdotal evidence that when push comes to shove, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I think oftentimes it's really about like this aesthetic thing.
And talking about being stuffed up, sometimes I've found, even with fingering, like 3 fingers might start to feel good, but then I ask for 2 because I find like that's what's gonna make me climax. So really it depends on the day for me, what feels good, and know that it's, an individual preference.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also reminds me, like, when it comes to that being stuffed feeling, you could have a fist, you could have a dildo, you could have a penis, you could have fingers. There's so many ways to achieve that stuffed feeling. So again, we shouldn't put so much pressure on, like, oh, my penis has to have this girth or else it's interesting. I feel like what happens psychologically is people are afraid that they lost the game before they started. I feel like that's where a lot of this penis insecurity comes from. Like, oh, if I'm too small, I lost the game and I didn't even start playing yet.
Or even if you lose your erection, sometimes that's so alarming to people, but you have other tools. So if you need to take a break, you don't have to stop sex altogether or that playtime. You can transition and say, can I pleasure you with my hands or a toy? There's lots of options. It's play.
Yeah, absolutely.